Mark and Shane on the Interlude Pod.
Hey everybody, Mark Myra and Shane Allen here. Welcome to the Interlude Podcast. Shane, hello.
Hello, Mark. We are just a few weeks away here from Roast Battle Round 2, May 7th. Comedy at the Carlson. Gear tickets now. These tickets are flying off the shows. Got 16 comics going up against each other, insulting the ever-loving shit out of each other. It is going to be absolute chaos. We got people coming in from Buffalo, from Syracuse. We got the reigning champion, Cindy Arena, up on this one. Guys, if you are feeling bad about yourselves, this is the show to go to. You will leave feeling better by watching other people feel much worse.
Yeah, get some tickets, carlsoncomedy.com. Get them ahead of time because we usually sell it out. And, if you go there and there's no tickets, we can't do anything. The room's only so big. So carlsoncomedy.com. Grab yourself some tickets. And if you've never listened to the podcast before, we make fun of a bunch of stuff that happens in Rochester. We break down the news for you. And we have an extended version at patreon.com/interlude podcast. You get this podcast earlier, and a longer version. It's only $4 a month. You get to support the podcast. Shane, big fight in Fairport, New York over the weekend. We had a good old what's it called? A Donnybrook. Donnybrook?
Sure.
A melee going on. 50 people fighting is what I saw. I mean, I didn't, or actually, what I heard. I saw some video clips. I didn't see 50 people in the video clips, but what I heard was that there was a 50-person brawl. There was paramedics on the scene. One of the paramedics ended up getting beaten up. They were beating up people, trying to help the people that were getting beaten up. There was so much beating going on, Shane.
Maybe I missed the 50. I saw the video.
Heard that. Yeah.
Maybe there's 50 people involved and that were out there.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was a full-on altitude trampoline park situation.
Yeah.
I've only seen, 2 people getting charges. Maybe there'll be more later on.
2.
They're still, they're still asking for all the video to be sent in. And by the way, if that's what the RPD is recruiting for, the guy that sorts through Rock on Mad videos, you know what? I'm in. But yeah, I saw one guy getting into a lot of trouble because he was punching women and kicking people in the face that were on the ground.
I did see that.
I don't want to dox him, but if you want to know who he is, they're just straight up saying it in every comment section and saying where he works and everything. People really don't like this man.
I did see the guy that punched the lady and kicked the guy in the face. I don't know what this is all about, Shane. Bad culture out there in Fairport, as I like to say. When you got that many macrame and knitting shops, there's bound to be fisticuffs. You're bound to get 40-year-old white dudes beating the shit out of each other.
This is what happens when you get a bunch of people near an indoor pickleball facility and an indoor golf simulator.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's certain ways like that people move, and you can tell what kind of people they are. The people throwing the punches, a lot of stiff backs. You could tell that they had sciatica problems, pinched nerves, and it's the same. It's the same type of movement. Have you ever seen like any of the fights that happen on golf courses?
Oh yeah.
Where it's like dudes get drunk and then somebody hits a ball too close, and then it's like these guys are in their late 40s, early 50s, and they decide that, oh yeah, now I'm going to start learning how to fight, and they're like swinging and missing and then rolling into creeks and stuff like that. This is the kind of movements I was seeing in the melee, the Fairport melee.
Well, it's a Saturday 2 a.m. Like you're not catching people at their most coordinated. You gotta love the equal opportunity assault, though. Just full on, just punching a lady, just kind of standing awkwardly sideways. The EMT one is weird because this is a separate incident, same night, right?
Yeah.
Somebody was getting treated by an EMT and they just started attacking them.
Dude, I I don't
It's
I
weird to
just
be like in an ambulance and then they're like, we need an actual police car. Like that's just switch vehicles is pretty wild.
I don't mean to get like too honky suburban middle class here, but if I dude, if like 15 years ago, if 15 years, well, or we'll say even 10 years ago, if 10 years ago, I went, I'm gonna buy my family home. I'm going to Fairport, New York. We're getting a $480,000 colonial with 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. You can walk your ass to the high school, right? We're next to the Bath Bomb Sewing Corner and a place called Canal Pub. And they, instead of fries, they call them frites. And we're going to have a Cuban sandwich that's $20. This is the neighborhood I'm picking. And then 8 years later, the whole thing is just fucking bars and drunk ass white collar chicks pissing between cars and beating the shit out of paramedics. I would lose my mind. I would lose my mind that I bought a house there. This is crazy, right?
I mean, as a real estate agent, I'm loving it. If we can get the property values down a little bit, so people
It'd
can
be
get up.
helpful.
Still a hot commodity. I mean, you put a Fairport house on the market, that thing sold in 3 days. It's yeah, maybe we get some more of those old people to get out of there. This is what we need to be doing. I mean, our generation, if we're serious about millennials and ever getting a house, okay, we need to start having more of these roving gang fights everywhere. Pick a town we all want to move to. Let's just start lighting each other up there. Fairport's a good place to start.
Yeah, what you need to do, this is what if you like see a house that you like or a community that you like I'd like to live there, but the property values are too high. It's $100,000 over my budget. Just just get yourself like some kind of halal restaurant to open up, or maybe even like a vape or smoke shop. The vape or smoke shops are kind of doing God's work in the community, bringing the housing prices down. You know, that's the equalizer right there for real estate agents. You guys should you real estate agents should honestly just open up these fake vape shops in different areas so you can bring the prices down for your clients, and then you close up shop. They close up like every 2 weeks anyways.
Yeah, I've been working on a combo cricket vape weed shop that I can.
Cricket.
Yeah,
The cell phone place, the
yeah,
debunk cell phone,
yeah,
Scion dealership.
yeah.
Just
All the
things that
phones
aren't
are
don't exist.
vapes,
Yeah.
and they all only do kratom.
Just things that were around 12 years ago on Lyle Ave.
I don't know what the story is with the EMT attack, but for me, if I was attacking an EMT, it's just because like I know how much it is. To if they were like trying to put me in an ambulance, I'd be like, no, I will fight
Oh,
all of
you're
you.
attacking them.
Bail is so much cheaper than this bill that you're about to give me to bring me to the hospital. Yeah, I will fight everybody here. I've watched The Pit.
All right, Shay. What else is happening in Rochester? What's going on?
Well, Mark, we've got damn it. Of course it's not gonna work. We've got a drug bust, which is great. We're still doing those. Not for like hardcore drugs. Just they took down two quote unquote fake weed shops in town. They found I'm trying to find the number now.
Wasn't it like two places got shut down?
Two places they're saying that they found $1.3 million worth of cannabis products between these two Rochester smoke shops. They I guess they weren't sanctioned. They didn't get their accredited license. Here's the thing. The news article and the police are saying that this is the street value of this cannabis. This shit's legal. What are you talking about? Street value of it? Like they're showing off. We've talked about these before and how much we love when the police will put out their like drug bust photos of like, look how much
Oh
of this
yeah.
stuff we got. And the weed stuff is so funny because they're just showing these fake Willy Wonka bars. And it's like, wow, thank you. You guys are the real heroes. Wow, you took 27 Wonka XX bars off the market. That really cleaned things up.
Dude, with the semi legalization of weed and it being legal in New York, but this weird bullshit where it's still is it still like whatever, like isn't it still labeled the same as like cocaine,
Something
or
like
whatever.
that.
It's
I thought that they might have switched that, but
okay, all right. Either way though, with I don't smoke weed that much. That was never my drug of choice. It just doesn't I it doesn't sit well with me. I need something healthier, like 9 beers over the course of 3 hours. You know what I mean? Something I can really to get. I need 2,000 calories of alcohol in me to for me to get fucked up. I wish I could smoke pot and feel fine, but yeah, not my kind of high, not my kind of drug. I can't do it. But with the with weed getting legal, it really has opened my eyes. And not that I was against weed to begin with, but it really opened my eyes to like this is a drug for children. It is like such a tame fucking drug. It is so
weed.
tame. Weed. It's just so tame. And now, especially with like the drinks and the edibles, where they're like more proportionate to what it's not like the chocolate that your friend is making you that gets you so fucked up you think you're gonna throw up. Like they actually put the correct amount or let you know what the amount is in there so you can dose it properly, type of thing.
Hmm.
Like to me, weed is for fucking children right now. It's for children and old people that have back problems, is how I see it. Compared to the things that I have done and will do and plan on doing in the near future on alcohol. Like alcohol is such more of an intense drug than weed ever was and is.
Yeah.
For them to confiscate any bullshit is crazy.
It doesn't, and it's, it used to, in our day, it used to be a gateway drug. That's what
Yeah.
you got started with, and then you got cooler. But everybody's just so lame now. They just stop. They don't go through the gateway. They don't do things like smoking opium that you got from a guy that you worked with at a restaurant, which he gave to you in a wadded thing of tin foil, and it might have just been scraps from the meals he was cooking in the back. But we don't, in this story, we don't know for real. I just know that those people allegedly didn't get that high off the opium. I was expecting to be like in a full-on den, like state. I mean, the person in the story, but get. I just want to say, fucking let them be in business. If they have $1.3 million worth of product on hand, these businesses are doing better than anywhere else in Rochester. You're telling me that with all of the competition, because I see Mayor Malik Evans at a weed shop opening every day now with his big old scissors cutting ribbons and holding up awkwardly a 420 shirt somewhere. These are popping up everywhere. You're telling me that these two businesses that just didn't get the right licensing to sell weed have that much product? Like, they're doing great. Let them go.
It is literally one of the few brick and mortar stores that is actually working in Rochester. For the love of God, this place is like we're crumbling to the point where we're like going, oh, we have so many empty buildings. Anybody want to build a a nuclear reactor here? Huh? Should we build a nuclear reactor where Kodak used to be?
Just like with all the other shit going on in this area, to like waste your time taking down these two businesses that are it's just so fucking stupid. Oh,
Dude,
you got the pre-rolls? Oh, good. I can sleep. I can sleep safely now that the Snoop Dizzle is all behind bars. Thank you.
dude. So I can't. I realized something yesterday. Um, this is like kind of two separate thoughts, but just like of how eternally fucked we all are. We're just so fucked. I was thinking about these these dumb like what's it Kalshi? The like
Yeah.
where you just bet on just stuff. You
Oh
just
yeah,
bet
we
on
need to, dude. Before those go illegal, we need to start really doing some weird shit.
it needs to be illegal because it has to be so manipulated and so fucking fake. Like they're doing shit like, okay, let's say JD Vance is gonna he has a speech. They'll put bets where it's like, I think the first thing that JD Vance is gonna talk about is gas prices.
Yeah.
Okay. And then JD Vance is 100% going to people he knows and going, I'll talk about gas prices first. And then talks about gas prices. And then all of our money is going to these rich people. The only people that can manipulate these Kalshi things are rich fucking people. This is just a way for them to suck money out of the system. We're just giving, you realize we're just fucking giving them money, right? We're just giving them money. This is crazy, this Kalshi bullshit. We can't affect it unless it's like, somebody's going to
We're
run out.
trying. I mean, the WNBA dildo thing,
Yeah.
that was, people getting on the ground floor of that. There was a guy that was caught, he must have been betting on the weather, and he snuck behind the gate and was like using a blow dryer to
Heat it
on like
up.
the fucking thermometer or whatever. So there's ways to manipulate it if you're poor.
Yeah. Yeah. But there's also, either way, there's another thing where I'm just like, oh, we are so fucked. Is so like locally there's the place We the Hobby.
Yeah.
Their whole thing is that they I mean this is not like a new business model, but they like open up sports cards, but before you do it, you bet on them. They auction them off, right? They auction off a pack, and then it's like the type of cards that they have, some are worth more than others, and it's like maybe you make money on an auction, maybe you don't, and whatever. And they do it via live stream, right?
Yeah.
All right, so that's over. Just letting you know, watching dudes on a camera ripping open decks of baseball cards to see it, and then sending them to you in the mail is fucking over because my brother's girlfriend downloaded an app of Pokemon cards that are completely digital. She put $10 into it, and she would buy like one card for $1, and then you open it up and they go, you got a digital fuck zard, right? And this fuck zard is worth $1.50. Do you want to cash it in, or do you want to keep it and see if it raises in value? And she would cash it in, and now she has 50 cents more in her thing, in her whatever. And then she'd buy a $5 card, and you'd open it up, and it would only be worth $2, so you lost $3. And I'm looking at this and going, take the fucking cards away. This is just a slot machine. This is just essentially a slot machine, and my children were playing it. My children are on there like, oh, yeah, of course, the Pokemon cards. It's a fucking slot machine. It's like old grandma's rotting away at a slot machine.
Well, I don't appreciate you using the pet name that I have for my wife on this for your Pokemon analogy. I told you in confidence that I love to call my wife the old Foxard, and a little rude, but I haven't heard of that. That's great.
Digital. It's all digital, so you can take away the actually having physical cards.
So I went to Del Lago and I saw Patton Oswald,
How is it?
and he's fine. He's great.
Yeah.
But casinos it makes me like so sad. I can't be in them. They
Yeah.
make me so fucking sad to see these people plugged in to these fucking it's just that, these slot machines, these digital slot machines, it's all algorithms working against them, and they're but at the same time, I'm looking at all these people, I'm looking around, and most of them are couples. There's like couples that are sitting there, and it's like they're just watching each other hit a button. It's not a game of skill. It's not like a fun like James Bond thing where everybody's watching people play cards, and there's like somebody named Mrs. Money Pussy or Mrs. Fat Pussy or whatever, and she's
Yeah.
dealing.
I told you that name for my wife in confidence. Shane,
Well, yeah, that's
it's his buddy.
we've always said that your wife's president, name that the Secret Service would give her is Mrs. Fat Pussy, and
pussy.
the fat pussy's down. Uh, it's just so upsetting to look at these people that are just hitting a button, but that's just what we all do at home with our phone. Either way, uh,
Yeah.
I've never understood the watching people rip packs. But dude, I worked a wedding this past weekend, and
Were they ripping packs?
they kept on giving the groom packs of cards. Like he'd be out on the dance
Damn.
floor and just somebody would hand him a pack of cards and then like a dance circle would open up and watch him ripping packs at his wedding. And I was enthralled. I'll be honest with you. I was like, if this dude gets a fuck card, we're fucking partying all night.
This dude gives a Mrs. Money Pussy. I'm going the hologram. I got a hologram, Mrs. Money Pussy.
Speaking of I really should have sent you this. I wanted to send you it, but I don't know how much Pokemon you played back in the day. Were you a Pokemon guy?
No, I wasn't. I
Somebody
don't do
just it was
nothing.
just somebody drew pubes on a Jigglypuff, and I thought it was really really good. If I find it, I'll send it your way.
Oh, please do.
Yeah,
Please do.
it was a
Uh,
good bush. I'll be honest with you.
Solid Bush. Yeah.
Solid
Anyway,
bush.
so they just had like I don't know. They had like basically a slot machine on their fucking phone. Now, do you get bummed out when you see gambling? Like are you when you're at a casino, are you like, I want to do this? Because my thing is like, I'm doing it. Like I've done it but like $20 and I'm like, I don't feel, this is not making me feel good. Even if I win money, it's like I'm so nervous. This is
Yeah, I
not
don't
making me
get the
feel good.
dopamine rush from it enough. And I was like watching it was sad watching my family do it. Like my little brother's like full on. And he like knows the games. He's like we were just walking into the show and he's like, hold on one second. And he stopped over and played blackjack for a few hands. And I was like, I don't even know who the
But
fuck you are. Who are you? What? He's like,
hold on a
oh,
sec.
real quick, I just want to win $50. I'm like, what? And he walked over and he did it. I was like, what the fuck? I have no idea what you just did.
Yeah, I remember the only time I've ever played I've done like a slot machine, and this is like twice in my life ever. And so I've done the slot machine where it's like, here's a nickel, and then do that. But once I did the one where there's the wheel spinning roulette,
Yeah.
and I had to ask the dude the entire time, like, what do I do? What does little baby do? And he had to tell me.
I mean, that's my worry. Those are the ones that appeal to me is those ones where it's like more people are involved and we're playing against the house and it's not a computer. But just like to ruin it for somebody else and having them hate me at the table, I can't. I could never.
Oh, well, that's the fear
I'd be
of
hitting on some weird shit and then people would be like, "What the fuck is the matter with you?"
That's the fear of like blackjack, right? Because what you're doing is affecting the people around you. It's like I don't want, on top of losing all my money, I don't want to have a stranger mad at me.
Yeah.
You know, like I really don't want fucking both of those things happening.
I will say though, it was appealing to me that Del Lago has just full on free soda and coffee. That wasn't bad.
So free soda and coffee. Well, the one I went to at Seneca Niagara, they just give you free beers.
They'll give you some free booze if you gotta be playing.
You gotta be
I
a high
wasn't playing.
roller.
Wasn't playing.
All right, we should probably go over to the Patreon side of the episode, patreon.com/interlude podcast. It's just $4 a month. But again, remember, get your tickets for it's May 7th, right? Thursday, May 7th at Comedy at the Carlson. Roast Battle Round 2, baby.
Do it.
CarlsonComedy.com. Go ahead and buy those, and we'll see you out. Come watch the show, say hi, all that stuff. Let's see. On the Patreon side, I want to call out an elderly man that Adam Chodak interviewed. Shane, if you don't mind, I'd like to. Someone in this community needs to be called out, and it's an elderly man that Adam Chodak interviewed.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
going to be calling him out. Patreon.com/interlude.